I think they look so natural. Some of you may remember this video, but let's just get into the meat and potatoes of it all. I did go viral on Facebook, and I did go a little viral on TikTok, and I was doing the Lady London, Papia, what. Yeah, shorty looking on my page trying to watch me flow, that whole situation. So yeah, let's get into why I did what I did, because baby, those comments was a little crazy. Hello memes, welcome to my channel. It's Goddessry of Me here with yet another video. If you are new to my community, be sure to check out the vibes, scope it out real quick, see if you like it and if it's your type of vibes. Or lifestyle, beauty, motherhood, femininity over here, all that good stuff. If you are not new, you already know what's going on. And let's just indulge in today's video. So, do we notice anything different? I got my mother veneers. I got them. And I wanted them so bad, y'all. So what's up? How you doing? Your girl got her freaking veneers, bro. Like, it's a vibe. If y'all were following my journey, this is something that I literally, and I mean literally, struggled with for a minute now. I finally got my veneers. So let's just get into it. Let's just get into what happened. How did this even came to be? So real quick, I had a dental appointment, basically like a follow-up from a deep cleaning that I had got probably about, 3 weeks ago? Yeah, about 3 weeks ago. So I was scheduled to come in, and my daughter was scheduled to come in for a dental appointment. And this was just like post-op care. She got a little bit of rejuvenation treatment for her gums because she had hit herself while she was playing. And you know how kids are, toddlers, they play a lot, whatever the case may be. Okay, so whoop the bam, cool. And I go to my dental appointment, and this is my dental office in downtown LA. I've been with them for about 4 years now. They treat me super well. I'm very comfortable with them. I got my gum surgery with them. You name it. They've been knowing what your girl has been dealing with. They know my journey. They know my story. Everything inside and out. They got my x-rays, all of that, right? So I get up to go to an appointment. Mind you, this is the day before I fly back to Chicago to, get some additional help with my family and kind of regroup in Chicago. So I get there. She does my daughter. They check out my daughter's gums. She's doing good. She's cool. I sit in the chair. Serenity's doing so good. My daughter really cool. She really shows me grace in public. I don't know about behind closed doors. Me and my daughter's dental appointment, previous to the one that I'm about to tell you when I got my veneers, stay with me. I'm not going to try to lose y'all too much, but okay, rewind again. I dropped about a stack at the dental office at the appointment when my daughter had to get the rejuvenation for her gums, and I invested it more into my smile by getting these Perio Protect trays, which is basically trays that's going to be 100% solely for the health of your gums, and these are going to basically shrink the gums over time, make sure that you are debriding any like bacteria or plaque that's in the pockets of the gums, because I told y'all that I struggle with gum health as well in the past because I just completely got so depressed and down, and I didn't even want to take care of my smile so much because I hated the aesthetic, and cosmetically I hated how it looked, how bulky it was, how brown it was. I was just disgusted with my own damn smile. Okay, period, point blank. Like, I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. Okay, so boom, I dropped that. Child, it hurt me, but whatever. I'm trying to invest. I'm trying to do better. I'm a parent now, so I'm trying to just really take myself seriously and pour into my cup so that I can have enough to pour into in my children's cup. Period, point blank. That's just life, right? So fast forward, we get to the appointment 2 weeks ago, the day before I'm about to fly out to Chicago. I wasn't even on the schedule for veneers. Like, I didn't have that as an appointment. I was getting follow-up care. I'm sitting in a chair. She like, whenever you want to get your 2 front teeth done, or whenever you want to get your veneers, or if you want to get 2 or 4, we ready when you ready. So my hygienist was wrapping up with me, and she basically, long story short, was like, and just a reminder, Mimi, that's how she was coming. So I'm kind of like, I think I was getting downloads from the source. I'm like, why would she say it like that though? You know what I'm saying? And in my head, I'm like, well, I got the money. I got some bread on me, you know what I'm saying, to like invest in some veneers right now. But I didn't really want to drop all my bread because, this shit is expensive. We talking $2,700 per tooth. We're talking America. I'm not in Colombia. I'm not in Turkey. I'm literally in Los Angeles. And everybody knows Los Angeles off rip is just one of the, if not the most expensive city right under New York. So I'm like, I got the bread, but I don't got the bread because I'm going to, like, shorty gonna damn near wipe me out if I literally just drop all this my veneers, even though I want them so bad. But I'm still thinking about my daughter. I'm still thinking about what we need when we get to Chicago. I'm still thinking about, other things. And it's sad because you don't want to, as a woman or as a mother, to put yourself last. But if you feel like you keep putting yourself last, or you're not putting yourself first, then you're not going to be whole enough to even tackle other things like motherhood and et cetera, or your business, whatever, right? So I'm just sitting here pondering in the chair. I'm like, don't tempt me with a good time. At this point, I'm just like, you know what? Forget it. They even had other options as far as like care credit. If you wanted to do like pay a certain amount and then drop over time, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? Either you leverage your credit funds, or people in high places and they just gonna get her done, babe. You know what I'm saying? Or you got a real nice sugar daddy. Long story short, we're evaluating options. I'm in the seat. I found the option that worked for me, leveraging care credit. I'm like, let's do it. So she's like, okay, cool. So we get that done. Boom, I signed the paperwork, whatever. I wanted to show you guys is literally the crazy before and after. It may not be to you, but to me, I don't like it. It's just a lot going on. The bulkiness. It was some stuff that I put on my teeth that would just would not come off. It was just a mess, child. So the bottom picture you're going to see is my smile after. Now, let's just get into how this whole process went for me, okay? The dental office closed at 4. My appointment when I initially came in I was there since 1:30, mind you. They was like, okay, we're doing it the same day. They make the veneers the same day. Shout out to Downtown Dental, LA. They make them the same day and you get them put in your mouth. If adjustments go right, veneers in mouth. And we're not talking about temporaries, baby. We're talking about actual veneers in the mouth, cemented down, the whole 9, right? So I decided to go ahead and get 2 veneers. I purchased 2 veneers. They really worked with my situation, put it this way, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, they closed at 4 p.m. I made the decision to get the veneers at around 3:30, 3:45-ish. So I'm like, damn, okay, they about to close, whatever case may be. Girl, they was ready to work. The whole team came in. One of the doctors come in. She's like, hey, I'm going to be, shaving what you have on your tooth, that stuff that you put on it, the resin. We're going to be shaving the tooth down a little bit. Now, the reason why I love my dental office so much, they didn't leave me with chiclets. They left me with a good amount of bone left. You see what I'm saying? So that's a plus too that I really, really love, because I didn't want the shaving to be excessive. This is your mouth we're talking about. So, you see big celebrities and DDG, Winter, etc. A lot of different celebrities have complained about their veneers and like pain or sensitivity issues and just outright losing their bite. There were still dangers associated with getting veneers put in your mouth, and I didn't want to basically be going through that for the sake of looking aesthetically pleasing or looking how I want to look. Y'all, like, getting veneers is not a painless, 100% painless procedure. It's like you don't feel it, but you feel it. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just intense. So just mentally, you have to breathe it out and be prepared to even get something like this, because it's not slight work. Wow. So long story short, they finished the veneer. So they put the veneers in my mouth, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was like, in my head, I'm like, I hate them. I hate them. They were pretty big, they were bulky. But the reason why I loved adjustments is because they let me take creative control over my veneer. So basically when she popped them in, right, mind you, they're not cemented down or nothing like that. Before she popped them in, she gave me temporary. So say if I wanted to go to Chipotle, they did this mold or whatever, and I think this was composite resin or some type of material, like, but it was temporary, right? They put some temporaries in. She was like, do not like get used to looking at that. That is not the final look of your veneers. These are temporaries in case you want to go outside and get something to eat, because we working, baby. We in the field, we cooking. Your veneers, basically. I stood up in the chair, but I just did not like how big and bulky they were. They just did not look like they belonged to me. The finish was beautiful, don't get me wrong. They gave porcelain, it just gave everything, right? I didn't feel like they were Mecyia's veneers. So I'm like, damn. And I was honest. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, okay, yeah, y'all gotta go home. Fuck it, I'll just take these. No, I was not playing. I was like, I'm gonna be real. I don't like them. I don't like how big it is. They don't look like they belong. And you know, I just was kind of like, it felt cringy, but I had to speak up. I had to say something. I'm like, nah, this ain't it. We gotta fix this. I'm not liking it. So she popped them out. She's like, okay. So one of the other assistants was like, well, damn, you know, it was that program speaking. She's like, oh, well, you know, we probably gonna have to have her come back and just remake them and put them back in the machine. And the other tech was like, nope, hold on. Savannah, slow down. She sat there with the drill and baby, she was carving my veneers per veneer. When I tell you, like, I'm trying not to cry, but if she see this video, she popped those veneers in and out of my mouth. I probably good all of 30 times, G, before we got to the final result of me actually liking them and seeing myself with them and going home and smiling to my family and smiling to my daughter. And you know what I'm saying? So like, I sat there for almost, like, I sat there for 2 hours hearing her carve out each veneer and drill and shape and slenderize, and not even a word, slender. So I'm literally in the middle of a situation where I'm like, you know what? Let's just do the best that we can to get the result that we envision. You know what? I don't care how long it takes. Of course, we're not gonna, you know, no one's gonna stay overnight, you know, for something like that. But the fact that they closed at 4 and I ended up getting out the chair at 8:00 p.m., she was like, finally, you know, but she was so lighthearted about it. Not once did any of those ladies, not once did any of the team, even the doc, even the male doc, like, he not once did anybody make me feel like I was just lagging their time. No one gave a, she's still here. Girl, like, you gonna end up having to like them. Okay, we know you just paid all this money, but we've been here, so you gonna have to either like it or love it. Like, no one treated me like that. And that is what I'm talking about. So they deserve the review that I'm about to give. They deserve every single accolade that I'm about to give, because baby, the whole service just gave. They put a weighted blanket on me. I was comfortable. I had a little TV. I had they had some music playing. We was just lit. So, whew, boom. Okay, fast forward. They finished the veneers. So she told me, now, at this point, she like, we about to cement the veneers. We about to cement them. We about to put the polish on them, finish them up. Okay. So I'm going to say on a scale of 1 to 10, the pain, ooh, it's that damn etching gel. And I even had her like taken aback. She's like, how you know what etching gel is? I do a little research or whatever. You know, I like to know what's going on, you know, what the vibes is. You know, etching gel is just very acidic to me. It just has that, like, it's like you're putting lime. It just feels very acidic and sour, and even the taste, even though my mouth is numb as hell, I still feel that etching gel a little bit. It's just very intense. So she's in there. She's like, we finna cement them down. That part was like a little much, because they literally are cementing and you feel the pressure of them sliding the veneer into the gum line. So it's like, ooh, child. It's just not for the weak. It's not for the weak. And sorry, y'all. It's that cuddling weather in Chicago. I think it's a severe thunderstorm. Y'all literally finna hear the rain just come down. So anywho, we gonna offer some calming vibes in the midst of me telling my story. They finished. She was like, we gonna have you come back. She was like, I know you fly out to Chicago, but we wanna have you come back tomorrow morning so we can do like a little cleaning, you know, clean up the extra cement that's around the teeth. So when I get back to my hotel, I look in the mirror and I'm like, damn, okay. I'm jiggy with it, but I'm not jiggy with it, because it's like, it's foreign to me. I didn't know how I was supposed to look with my smile fixed, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? And like, I still have to do Invisalign. I'm still happy with how straight they made my smile appear with the veneers. But baby was still booked. I still had modeling gigs. I still did everything I said I thought I couldn't do with my teeth jacked up. Remember I mentioned earlier in the video that I got these Period Protect trays. Let me just show you guys. If you guys want me to get into my dental regimen, what I'm using now to whiten my teeth, to match the veneers, all of that, I'm actually going to do a separate video. Just let me know. I will definitely do a separate video on my dental routine because it's like an extensive routine. It's nothing too crazy, but it's a routine that whitens my natural teeth to match my veneers. And it's a routine that kind of treats my gum health and makes sure that my gums are healthy and that I'm keeping bacteria or anything out of my gum line or any pockets that I may have. Here we go. So I'm going to show you the top. So I'm going to show you the top impression before I got my veneers and how my smile looked. You're going to literally see it in the shape of the impression. And then I'm going to show you after because I did keep the impression before. This is my smile. Look at the bulkiness. When you turn it this way, look at the bulkiness of the resin that was on my teeth. And just look how bubbled it looked. And I just hated it because it kind of made my lip look a little bit like that. And it kind of just did not give to me. And this is what I was dealing with. This is what I was dealing with for a while. Ever since I put that shit on my teeth trying to get it whiter, it did its purpose. I think it was the prime dent or something like that. It was like prime dent or something. I did like a little kitchen beautician situation at home, and it served its purpose for a good 6 months. And then after that, I couldn't get it off. So like literally, don't be like me. Do not do that. Do not put stuff on your teeth, especially if you ain't gonna be able to get it off. And no matter what, if you want the aesthetic that bad, I would just wait because what I had before was actually better than the bulkiness that I got after. Now, this is the impression after my veneers. Look how straight that looks, right? So in my Period Protect trays, these are going to be used daily. This was what I invested in. They're around $500, similar to like an Invisalign situation, but only for your gum health. It's not to straighten your teeth or anything, but it's strictly for your gums. Now I'm going to do side by side so that y'all can see how it looks side by side. This is how they were able to manipulate my smile and to make it appear straighter than the other situation that I just showed you. I didn't want it to look super fake. I didn't want you to look at me and be like, oh, she got veneers. Yeah, they're really cute. I didn't want you to look at me and be like, oh, rip. Oh, who did your veneers? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if, I'm pretty sure if you get like a BBL, if you get like a tummy tuck, let's just say if you get a tummy tuck, you don't want it to be noticeable that you got a tummy tuck. It doesn't matter why you needed it. You don't want it to be like, oh yeah, who did it? You know what I'm saying? You're just on vacation with your family and someone's coming up to you asking you who did your tummy tuck. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I didn't want it to give that look like, oh, I know she has veneers. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I did not want to do my whole mouth. And child, the bank account wasn't looking that crazy. Well, we couldn't even do that anyway, you know what I'm saying? Soon though, soon the bank account will be, you know what I mean? Yeah. I just kind of wanted to do a video telling you like a quick story time on how I got my veneers. It's been about 3 weeks since I had them. They feel very natural. At first it takes some getting used to. If you guys want any more videos detailing my dental journey, y'all already know I'm going to be putting those up. Like I said, I have a routine. I've been using the Crest 3D Brilliance Luminous Brights, the Luminous Purple, sorry. This does wonders for whitening my teeth to get as close as I can to my veneers. And I'm so glad that they decided, we all decided as a team, we really worked together, y'all. Like, she was like, let's go a shade lighter than your natural teeth. That way, because we know you can get your natural teeth whiter. It's not really hard. I'm not a coffee drinker or nothing like that. You know, I am a wine sipper, but I don't sip red wine super often. So at the end of the day, like, if I encounter fruits or wine that stain my teeth, this is really good. Purple, this is basically like purple shampoo for your teeth, y'all. Like literally, they even have blue ones. So whatever tint you kind of want, there's a lot of stuff out here nowadays. Maybe back then it was a little different, but now we have access to so much things, y'all. Just get to it, you know, do what works for you. But I go in with the original Toms of Maine, wake up, brush teeth, make change. Why did I read the slogan? Y'all bear with me. So I use the Original Times of Maine Anti-Plaque and Whitening Peppermint Toothpaste first. So I'll go in with this first, and then I kind of round it off with the Crest 3D White Brilliance Luminous Purple toothpaste to kind of really get the white tint. And this is on a day-to-day basis. Like if you really want like a little extra quick boost, you don't want to wait too long to get it white, Crest 3D Luminous Bright, the Luminous Purple is going to do it. Or anything in the Crest 3D White arena is going to get your teeth. Even the blue one is pretty good. Now I'm going to compare the both and see which one I like the best. But this video was made for anybody who may not have an aesthetically pleasing situation. Just wait it out. Baby, God is going to serve you your blessing on a platter always. You see what I'm saying? They drugged me. Like my comments was looking like shade room on the video. And all I was trying to do was rap and do some makeup, y'all. Literally. That 10-second video paid me almost $700 though. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that you should monetize your pain. People are going to say something whether you have your teeth done. People are going to say something whether you are considered perfection or not. People are going to say something that even if you have the prettiest face, someone's going to still find something to say about you negatively or to hurt your character or whatever. It doesn't matter. So you have to keep going regardless. I guess that's what my teeth gave. It gave scary. It gave, oh my gosh, she's Melina from Mortal Kombat. And as soon as she take the mask off, she's going to bite your ass. I guess that's what it gave. Who cares? It was honestly more love than it was hate in that video at the end of the day. I had so many people writing for me. You know, I had men even sharing it. That video got at least almost 1,000 shares. But no, the comments didn't bother me. I thought some of that shit was actually funny. I'm not gonna even hold you. Like, I'm from Chicago. So honestly, we cad on people, you know, some people call it cad, or I'm gonna roast your ass, I'm gonna fry your ass, whatever the case may be. We get on that type of time in Chicago. We roast, we cad, we fry your ass, all of that. Prepare to be sick of me. Okay, I still recognize myself, which is what I really want. I didn't want to look in the mirror and be like, oh my God, who's that girl? I didn't know her. Thank you guys for watching. As always, it is a pleasure. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell.
Tell a bitch who why. Tell a bitch who why. Don't cheat it down and don't cheat it. Who why. Don't cheat it down and don't cheat it. Don't just supreme. Who why. Tell a bitch who why. Step up in this bitch, I look too fly. Cop the Dior shit on the too fly.